What up, guys? Welcome back to Base Damage. Continuing the Konosuba set discussion this week. It is I, Kool-Aid, and
Matt?
Hey, what's up, bruh?
Not much, man.
I know
Getting into this red.
Getting into this right. He is wanting to Megumin something hard.
Yes.
I don't.
Megumin, such a great character.
I don't blame you, like at all. But this set has just been overtly hilarious. When we went through the yellow stuff, we're just looking at this going, what the hell?
Yeah, towards the end, I'll say it again. I'm not even mad. This shit is so weird that I can't even be mad that it's so good.
It's definitely crazy, and this is very entertaining so far. We still have 2 more colors to go for this, so I am definitely curious as to what all is in store. So for red, focuses more on Megumin, Wiz, and Union. Union being because you don't know about season 2.
Yeah, I don't know anything about season 2.
Was like Megumin's friend in magic school.
Oh gosh, this is gonna get interesting very quickly.
Yeah, something like that. I think if I remember correctly. But anyway, before we get into it, I want to give a shout out to our buddy Chris Cone, helping us host the tournament. Really awesome dude. They do a Twitch stream, basically where they stream D&D. And it's 5th edition.
It is 5th edition.
And if y'all would please check that out, because they're also going to be accepting donations for a charity for the Children's Miracle Network charity, and that is a super awesome charity. And who doesn't like giving back to helping out kids and whatnot?
That is true.
So I mean, just really cool charity, really cool dude, just straight up. Thank you, Chris. I know we also mentioned in the last one, shout-outs to Bentley for winning the Florida Regionals.
Yep.
We'll be going over some more of the other stuff later, because it was confirmed Umi Waifu deck was 2nd place.
Nice.
Bruh, just straight up.
I really need to check out that deck profile.
It was the guy that Bentley played last round.
Nice.
So he actually had to play against that.
I really do need to check out that profile.
Just straight up.
I hope my deck isn't the same, but I have a feeling that it's built similarly.
I mean, still. So, we'll get right into this. Starting off, obviously, with the Megumin, the Crimson Demon. Which we have like a rare and an SP right off the bat. This might be the level 3, I don't know. We're going into this blind, straight up.
Chances are it is the SP, because last week, the darkness that was just darkness was the level 3. Valid
point. So, that is 5 right there. Basically, we're just kind of doing it in like little batches of 5 or whatever. It doesn't even matter. But yeah, we're going into this completely blind. I know of a few cards.
The only red card that I think we know for sure is Cabbage, because I believe Cabbage was red.
Because Cabbage was so funny, I had to tell you about that when it came out. Yeah. But when they were going through like some of the spoilers that get leaked on the Facebook pages, obviously I saw those and saw like random shit, God's Blow, some of the darkness cards, the Cabbage, and I'm just going, what the fuck is this shit? But it's hilarious, and the rest of it though, completely blind. Okay. I am ready to see this shit, so let's get right into this. Okay, no, Crimson Demon is actually. I want to see what the. Okay,
they're both level 3s.
She has 2 level 3s.
Nice.
Okay, so the first one. Which one do you want?
I guess I'll do Crimson Demon.
Okay, go for it. Okay,
Crimson Demon is level 3, 2 cost, 95, and she has 2 effects, one of which is a climax combo. The first one is, when this is placed from the hand to the stage, put the top card of your library in the waiting room and choose up to one of your opponent's level X or lower characters and put it in the waiting room. X is the level of that card. Okay, cool. So she bombs a character.
That's interesting. Okay.
It is very interesting.
And that's not the climax combo.
That's not the climax combo. Climax combo is discard a card from your hand to the waiting room at the start of your encore step. If explosion magic is in your climax zone, and
you have another full of concerns Kazuma
in your front row, you may pay the cost. If so, deal 5 damage to your opponent. Throw that backpack, dog.
That's during encore.
Yep.
Okay, hold up. I want to.
We have to check the full of concerns now.
I forgot it because that was last week's.
Yeah.
Full of concerns Kazuma. Okay,
that's the one
that specifically searches for climax combos.
Yep.
Or climaxes, so you grab explosion magic with this.
Yep.
Okay. Or one of the potential combos that you could do.
Yeah, sure. And I have a feeling that Kazuma is going to be a key card in whatever deck people build.
Essentially, I mean, okay, we're just going to go ahead and check this out too.
And explosion magic
is a 1k1 salvage.
Nice.
It just That art, though, I don't care what anyone says. This anime has some of the most beautiful art. Like,
I am all over this.
Okay, so that's nice.
And all you do is discard a card. That's it. As long as you have the Kazuma, that's the only thing you do to pitch this 5.
Explosion.
Guys, I made the Hachikuji deck. Throw backpacks. This is gonna be the next thing. If this makes it to America, I'm gonna just toss 5 every turn.
There's more. This level 3 is just Megumin, but it's a 2-cost 10k. When this is placed on stage from hand, look at up to 3 cards from the top of your library, choose one of them, put into your hand, rest go to waiting room. Climax combo. If real explosion magic is in your climax zone, and this is standing in the front row, at the start of your attack phase, you may pay the cost, which is 1. If so, deal 4 damage to your opponent, choose a level 3 or lower character opposite this, and put it in clock and rest this.
Never mind.
She sacrifices her
attack.
But okay. I want to see now real explosion magic.
She clock shoots.
Kind of. It's a
she doesn't even clock shoot. She clock shoves. She just pushes them. She pushes them straight into the block.
Real explosion magic. Red stock from waiting room and
+1 soul.
All your characters gain +1 soul.
So you're not going to get the +1 soul for her because she's not going to actually attack, but you're still throwing 4 damage.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it's as if you swung with that and she hit a trigger as well.
Nice.
And because it pays for itself.
Yes, you're right.
That is ridiculous. She also digs for it. That is actually very insane.
And the cost is only 1 stock.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Hey guys, I'm building a deck around this card.
This kills. This
card.
rapes Titan.
Yeah, it does, because it goes, hey, that Titan shit, get the fuck out of here. That's God, great. Okay. You don't lose the other 2 pieces of the Titan because it goes straight from field.
You're going to lose it because whatever the hell else you have on the field, they don't give a fuck.
That's true, because they're going to get reversed.
Okay, so
Wiz is another great character.
Lich Wiz Khalifa. So she has a level 3 for this as well. I actually didn't expect that, but that's actually pretty cool.
Actually, 1 second. We have to check and make sure that the Megumin is Adventurer. Remember? Because last week we said we had to check and make sure that Megumin was Adventurer.
I did not think about that. Valid point. We'll check both of them real quick again. So, Adventurer Magic. Adventure Magic and Adventure Magic.
Oh, that's great.
That's basically all of her traits, probably. She's Death and Magic.
Yes.
But Liches, that's why. So,
alright.
Go for it.
This is a level 3 2-cost with 11.
Base Musashi stats.
Which is a little odd. 2 soul. 3 effects. First one is if there are 2 or fewer climaxes in your waiting room, this gets -1 level from while in hand.
I have to refresh. Pretty good.
When this is placed from hand to stage, you may put the top card of your clock in the waiting room, so heal on play.
Okay.
And the third effect is when this is placed from hand to stage, your opponent may choose a cost 0 or lower character in his or her waiting room and put it in any slot on the stage. So I guess that's supposed to be her drawback for having a higher power.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
That's kind of weird, though.
That is weird.
Like, cool, but I mean, you never know. They can choose to do it. If they think about this that way, think of how many people just ram their characters, but you want to do this Megumin combo.
Sure.
They could, if you do this and they do summon a character, Megumin has a target for her clock shoot shenanigans.
That's true. Well, they're also 2 level 3s, and yeah, that's true. You could be mad set up because you only need 1 stock to use her combo, and the climax is going to pay for that. So you go into level 3 with 2 Megumins and her go in with 6. If they've got an empty slot,
you can play that.
Yes, Wiz, they fill their empty slot. Second Megumin, lulls. Because that's on play, too.
Exactly. So that's actually pretty cool.
So you can actually, choreograph your attack off of that.
We got Board Game Megumin. It's a level 0, 1000, so you know it's going to be some weird shit. When this is placed from hand to stage, you may pay the cost, which is discard a climax. If you do, choose a character with Adventure or Magic in waiting room, return to your hand.
Seen a lot of that in Love Live.
That's cool. Ooh! At the start of your opponent's attack phase,
another free runner.
You may move this to an empty slot in the front row, just straight up.
Nice.
That's insane. We're just seeing these.
That's some
everywhere.
Nice board manipulation.
Yeah, it is. Shimakaze. Anywho,
Fuck you.
Guide to obtaining skills, Megumin. Go for
This
it.
is a level 0 with 1,500 power.
Okay.
2 effects. Assist. All of your level 0 or lower characters in front of this get 1,000 power, which is a tad odd. And Brainstorm.
My guess is there's a level 1 in here that counts as that gets like -1 level on stage.
Probably.
Go ahead.
And Brainstorm. 1 cost, rest 2 characters. Flip the top 4. And
for each climax you salvage.
Climax salvage. So that's pretty standard for that sort of.
Pretty cool.
Brainstorm.
Yeah, standard for the Brainstorm. This effect is not standard.
That's a good effect.
Okay, so that was Guide to Obtaining Skills. So
well, remember how much we were talking about last week, how much level 0 play there is in this?
Yeah.
There's a lot of level 0 play.
That may come into play for that. That's a good point. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. Good explosion. Cannot spit it out. I don't want to know what that is. And then Simultaneous Fire. So, okay, that'll start next one. Okay, Union. See, she's kind of cute.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen this character.
Yeah. Proper Manner Union. If you have no other characters, this gets 2,000 power. But she has a bond with the level 3 Megumin to just straight discard a card.
Yeah, and that's the one that tosses the 4, not the one that tosses the 5.
Yeah. So, I mean...
Nice.
And it's just discard a card from hand. So if you absolutely have to, you pitch your level 3s, you play this as your, like, turn 1 play, pitch an extra climax, get that Megumin back.
Yeah, sure.
I'm talking that's if you absolutely want to, but that's at any point of the game is
yeah, sure.
There's a Megumin in there.
I mean, her first effect is whatever.
Yeah.
But her secondary
No,
effect...
that's actually pretty good because then you have a 35, no drawback level 0.
That's true.
You just have to have no other characters, but, for your first turn, why the fuck not?
That's true, and she's considered an adventure as well.
Oh, you got a point. So adventure stuff later on would work for her, so that's all good. Go for it.
Problematic Act Megumin. She has 0 for level and 2,000 power. She has 1 effect. Discard a card from your hand to the waiting room.
Oh, okay.
This is placed on stage.
It's a Winter Mode Akatsuki.
From the stage to the waiting room. So this is whenever she...
Oh, no, it's when she dies. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Stage to the waiting room. You may pay the cost. If so, look at the top 4 cards of your library and search for up to 1 magic character. Reveal it, put it into your hand, and put the rest in the waiting room. This is a little different because it doesn't do Adventurer. But if you're building a deck heavily around
Megumin, you're going to have all the magic.
Megumin and Wiz, you're going to have all the magic.
But this is a Winter Moment Akatsuki on death.
On death.
Or just when it's put into the waiting room. So if you summon over her, you could do this effect?
Yeah.
But that's weird. I was looking at it as the...
Any card from your hand? Yeah. That's not bad at
all. That's actually really cool. Just the on death aspect.
It's hand fix, yeah.
Absolutely.
And on death, that's perfectly fine because you can see what they drop and swing with, and then you can go and do your search.
I also don't mind if they instead decide to use their stock bombs on this, so that you don't, or stock or clock bombs.
Mm.
If they happen to have those, I don't mind them wasting it on this.
That's true.
So that you don't get that advantage, quote unquote. So that's whatever. Serving tea, Wiz, is a level 0, 25. When this is placed on stage to the waiting room, also when this dies,
okay,
you may pay the cost. Okay, it's Clumsy Girl Inanuma.
It isn't Inanuma,
but it's from waiting room. You pay 1 stock and deal yourself a damage from the top of the library. Pay 1 stock. When she dies, you may pay that cost. Choose a level 1 or lower character in your waiting room. Return it to your hand.
Okay, cool.
Another thing you could probably take your opening hand and pitch most of it, solely to open up between these bonds and salvage abilities. But it's on death. That's actually funny. Specifically,
very interesting.
Yeah.
I want to read this one. I'm sorry, the picture of this one's great too.
Go for it.
Good Explosion Megumin. It's a level 0 with 3,000 power. 2 effects, 1 is Encore. Well, when this becomes reversed, if the level of the battle opponent of this is level 1 or lower, you may reverse that character. So, level 1 reversers is becoming more prevalent.
A level 1 reverser with character Encore, though?
Is good.
That's hilarious.
That is good.
Considering you're probably going to do some salvage shenanigans in this anyway and have the extra stock.
Oh, yeah.
But also, just that face where it's good explosion, and this is just the after sex face.
She's just yeah, I blew him up. Encore me, you know you want to.
God bless. Cannot spit it out, Union. Level 1, 5k. This is a climax combo. When this attacks, if Megumin's rival is in the climax zone, and you have another character with Megumin in name, Look at up to 4 cards from the top of your library, search for a magic character, reveal it, put it into your hand.
That's not bad.
It's Winter Momonokotsky thing again, but off of a climax combo. So,
and it has no other cost.
So
Megumin's rival.
Megumin's
that
rival.
explains what her point of being in the show is.
Yeah, like, oh my god. Okay, so that's okay. Which is a.
It's another one of those weird plus 2,000 power plus 1 soul to 2 characters.
This I'm liking this.
That's
I'm
cool.
Really liking this so
That's
far.
cool. I like that too.
So that's what that is. Another one of those like, weird ass climaxes. So cannot spit it out. So then we go to Simultaneous Fire, Super Arc Wizard Wiz, Bothering Megumin Union, Shaken Megumin, and Quiet Today Megumin. So then 49 is the next one. Okay. So Simultaneous Fire Wiz. So that's you.
This is a level 2, 6,500 power, 1 cost, 1 soul. Assist. All of your level 3 or higher characters in front of this get plus 2,000 power.
Mm-hmm.
And climax combo, pay 1 stock, discard 2 cards from your hand to the waiting room. At the start of your attack phase, if real explosion magic, nice, because this is another one.
One of those a dual climax combo.
Yeah, is in your climax zone, and you have another Megumin, which you're gonna, because you're playing True Explosion. You
may pay the cost
if you do, deal 5 damage to your opponent.
It's a pay 1 and discard 2 cards.
Okay, so you're going to use this climax combo, and the Megumin that has the climax combo with this is a level 3. You're going to swing with the Megumin. You're going to stock shove. You're going to fucking clock shove.
You don't even swing. It's at the beginning of the attack phase. You rest yourself.
You're right. You're going to throw 4. You're going to shove a character into their clock, and then you're going to throw 5. Gentlemen, ladies, gentlemen, I am going to build this deck. And I don't even care if it loses. I don't care at all.
This would throw more damage than any of your backpacks ever have.
Ever. And look at the cost on these. It's not that bad.
Not really, considering if you somehow do mix it like before, where we were talking about like all that stuff in the yellow set that produces stock.
Yeah, and think about all of the hand advantage plus hand fix you're going to do anyway, because you're getting advantage off of this and Chris and all this other stuff.
It's fairly insane, dude.
It's good.
So, Super Arc Wizard, this is one of the alarm things. So, 0-1000, alarm. If this is on top of your clock at the start of your climax phase, you may pay the cost, which is discard a card. If so, choose a magic character in your waiting room and return it to your hand. It literally just lets you switch around stuff. That's actually pretty good, because a lot of the alarm stuff is not that good.
That's true.
That I've seen. I'm not saying that they're all bad.
There are some good ones. There is a good one floating around in Tulude Ryu
Celine was horrible. No.
There's another one somewhere.
Okay.
Or maybe it was Idolmaster.
I remember Love Live. There was like an Ellie.
Yeah, and there's one in Idolmaster that really threw me for a loop when I was playing somebody.
Oh, okay. It's just weird, but okay. So then, Bothering Megumin Union. So.
Yes, 1,000 power. It's a level 0. 2 effects. Continuous all of your marbled red crab Megumin. Gain 1,000 power.
I haven't seen that one yet.
I haven't seen that one yet. And the second one is when your other character becomes reversed in battle, choose one of your magic characters, and that character gains 1,500 power for that turn.
And that like happens as many times as it can occur.
That's annoying.
Imagine that happening twice in one turn and give someone 3k.
Well, think about it. In yellow with darkness taking hits, and with the crazy pump, you don't lose characters if you don't want to. You lose the characters. Your opponent really has to think about how they're going to do their battles, because there's free runners in this. There are level 1 reversers in this. You can take hits with darkness. This has got a lot of crazy board manipulation.
You're not wrong.
This entire set does so far.
Shaken Megumin is a level 1 backup. This is an anti-change. This is like Nico from Love Live, because it's a 1k backup. But when you use the backup of this, you may pay the cost, which is discard 2 cards, choose one of your opponent's characters with a level higher than the level of your opponent, and put it into the waiting room.
It's like the Zuiho, though.
No, it's not. No, it's more like the Nico. The level 1 Nico. The Zuiho, you take damage, and
I guess you're right.
You end up paying more stock overall.
Yeah, sure.
So that's whatever.
Nice.
But then Quiet Today Megumin.
This is level 1, 4,000 power, no cost, with 2 effects. Experience. If explosion magic every day is in your level... I'm going to love this event. Is in your level zone. This gets 2,000 power and +1 soul, which makes it a 6,000, free 6,000 with 2 soul, which is good.
Before you continue reading that, I just want to see explosion magic every
it is an event.
Day is an event. Okay, one of 3 events. So.
And then the secondary effect is discard a card from your hand to the waiting room. When this is placed from your hand to the stage, you may pay the cost. If so, choose a explosive magic every day in your waiting room and return it to your hand.
So it gets that.
You can set yourself up for putting that into the into your level as well.
Depending on what that event does too, so we'll have to see how that does. So that is.
I'm also incredibly happy because when you're looking for when you're looking down for explosive magic every day, I saw the rookie succubus card, and then that just reminded me of the scene. Oh my gosh, I had forgotten about that scene.
Well known in town, doll horror, calling for sensei, insufficient mana, and professor. So, okay, well, this is the marbled red crab.
Yes.
Since we just saw that one, I'll actually show. I'll keep that in the queue for this one.
All right.
So, marbled red crab being the last one for this queue. So, well known in town, Wiz, is a level 1, 65.
Did they just reuse a picture?
I called it. No, they didn't reuse a picture. If this is on stage, it gets -1 level and gains adventurer.
Okay, so she's actually got 3 traits. That's nice.
The character opposite this gets clock encore. I don't mind that. I've seen some effects like this where the character opposite gains character encore. That's nowhere near as good.
I'll give my opponent clock encore all day.
Exactly. I don't mind.
There's more damage.
Okay, sure. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
That's
but
true.
I called it. It becomes a level
0.
A level 0.
Then she's a free level 0 that's 85.
And then she counts as an adventurer.
And she counts as an adventurer. For her more buff shenanigans from the yellow.
Oh my Christ.
She's a free 85.
75. Off of that. Wait.
Was it 1,000 or was
I think it was
2,000?
1,000.
Okay, that's true, because if it was 2,000, it'd be a little crazy.
But still, I don't care. Shit. That's hilarious. So I called that. I'm saying that
375.
Now. So, doll horror Megamine, a.k.a.
Yep. God,
I'm a gummy bear.
Oh my god, she's so cute. I'm sorry. She's level 2, 5,000 power, 1 cost, with 2 effects. When your other character becomes reversed in battle, choose one of your magic characters, and that character gains plus 3,000 power for the turn. They're getting ridiculous with this reversal stuff. And Brainstorm, pay 1, rest 2 of your characters, flip over the top 4 cards of your library, and put them in the waiting room. Deal X damage. Do X damage to your opponent. X equals the climax cards revealed this way. Son, I'ma build this deck. I'ma throw so much damage, and it's gonna all get canceled, and I'm just gonna laugh and not care.
But this thing has so many forms of burn.
Oh, this ridiculous. Okay,
you know what this hates?
Okay.
You know what this hates?
What?
Log Horizon.
Yes. Son, I'm gonna shake your hand right now. If this comes out in English, I will throw all the darkness cards at you if you throw all the Megamine cards at me.
Agreed.
Yes, sir. All right, we're good.
That include. I will even give you the Megamine SPs.
I'll give you the darkness SPs because I don't care.
That's hilarious. That is freaking hilarious. I don't even care what. I don't care what anyone says.
Great.
Fuck it. Okay, calling for Sensei Megamine. Level 2, 1 cost, 7,000. When this attacks, if the level of the character opposite of this is 3 or higher, so this is one of those.
Gosh.
This is one of those early play punishers as well.
Yep.
This gains 6,000 power for the turn, putting her at 13,000.
Yep.
When a level 2 or higher battle opponent of this becomes reversed, you may pay the cost. If so, choose a character in your waiting room, return it to your hand. That's not that bad because that's on reverse. If you do this last stat, we get around anti-salvage, which is pretty cool because it's on reverse.
Yeah, right. It does.
So. Yeah.
Okay, so it doesn't give a right?
It does. If you do it as the last attack.
You're right.
So that's actually pretty cool. Insufficient mana, Wiz, this is yours.
This is a level 0, 500 power, 0 cost, so it's going to be interesting. 2 effects, rest 2 of your characters. If there is no marker under this, look at the top card of your library and put it face down under this as a marker, so it's good that you get to check it. And rest this, put a marker from under this to your stock. That's not bad.
It reminds me of
I know
Kantai.
about. Yeah.
Oh God, what was her name?
The Melee sisters.
Tatsuda.
Tatsuda and
Tenryu. Tatsuda's the one that does the get the stuff.
Yeah.
It gets back Fleet Girls from the waiting room. This grabs it from the library. You don't get to see what it is though. That's a little weird.
Look at the top card of your library and put it face down.
Oh, I'm sorry. You do get to look.
I just made that comment, dude.
My bad. My bad. Was not paying attention.
Because, well, think about it.
That face.
You've got a lot of good back row if you get the Bothering Megumin for whenever your stuff gets reversed, the 1,500 for magic, and then you get that other Megumin you've got that other Megumin that throws the damage for the Brainstorm. Put those back row, put this beside it, and whenever you're not brainstorming for damage, tap for extra stock all day.
So, more like you said, this has extra,
a ridiculous amount of extra stock. I haven't seen cards that explain why you have so much stock production yet.
I don't know.
There's a lot of good level 3s in this, but I still haven't seen any.
He ugly as hell.
Well, he's a professor.
Professor. And not the one who made the Powerpuff Girls.
Nope.
Level 0, 500. All of your other characters gain the following ability. This cannot side attack.
Ew.
There better be some good upside to this. If there are no markers under this, choose a Destroyer Alert in your waiting room. Put it face down under this as a marker by resting 2 of your characters.
Okay,
Rest 2 of your characters, return a marker from under this to your hand. You specifically get Destroyer Alert.
You keep on recycling Destroyer Alert.
Destroyer Alert is a event.
Yes.
So
we have to remember Explosion Magic every day, and we have to remember Destroyer Alert.
Okay, so that'll be grabbed by this. Okay.
It's adorable.
Okay, Marbled Red Crap. It's a level 0 vanilla.
It's adorable.
It is. But that means that thing, the one union that gives her a buff makes her actually pretty big.
Yeah, well, it makes her 5,000. She's a 5,000.
It's a level 0, though. That's actually
bad.
pretty freaking insane.
You're right, because the union's also a... you're good.
Oh, Giant Toad, Cabbage, Black Purplish Smoke Verdia.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't know. Spell Chanting Megumin. And I'm going to go ahead and get a 6th one. Kind Lich Wiz. So then this is yours, since the other one was vanilla.
Insistence Megumin. It's 3,500, level 0. If there are no other characters with either adventure or magic, this card does not stand during your stand phase.
That's so easy to get, though.
Yeah, I say just drop a field.
No, even a back row.
Yeah,
one of the Global 5 back rows makes her, a 4K.
She's a 4K with no drawback at that point.
That's beautiful. I don't see... God bless.
There is no drawback there.
Giant Toad. Okay, for each marker under this gets minus 2,000 power. When the battle opponent of this becomes reversed, look at the top card of your library and put it face down under this as a marker.
What's a 4,000 that you just drop? I'm not going to run this card because there's too many painful memories of this fucking Toad. But that's an interesting card.
Okay, Cabbage.
Speaking of interesting cards.
Speaking of interesting cards, go for it, bro.
Cabbage. 3,500, level 1, 0 cost, 3 effects. The first one is you may have as many cards of this as the same name in your deck. Hashtag Cabbage.
Hashtag Relentless Rats.
Hashtag Pretty Squad Life.
We're going to have to just call it Relentless Cabbage from now on.
Relentless Cabbage.
So,
second effect is at the start of your climax phase, this gains plus X power for the turn, where X is 2,000 times the number of other cabbages in your front row. So, offensively, this becomes a beat stick.
75 beat stick.
And when damage dealt by this is canceled, you may put this in your stock. Which is a you may and a Jesus Christ more stock.
Oh, God.
That's a good card.
That's funny.
All of your level 1 could be Cabbage.
Exactly. This is one of the cards that people have been asking for so much.
Cabbage.
It's a common, but people want it so much online and whatnot. This is one of the early ones that got leaked, and I saw this and I went, what the fuck? Okay. Black Purplish Smoke Verdia. I think... it's one of the double hands.
Okay.
It's the double hand dude.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Level 1, 4,000. When this is placed from hand to stage, you may pay the cost. If so, choose up to 3 level 0 or lower characters in your waiting room and put them in separate slots on the stage.
What?
And you pay 1 and discard 2 cards.
That's not bad.
That's not bad because if you discard
level 0 characters, the 2 level 0s, you can go get them back.
So
in separate slots, which is back row or front row.
Yeah.
That's good.
At the start of your opponent's draw phase, if this is in the front row, you may pay the cost. Just discard a death character. So Wiz counts as part of that. If so, choose one of your opponent's cost 0 or lower characters, and that character gains the following ability for the turn. At the start of your encore step, put this in the waiting room. It purposely...
It's an assassin card.
Yeah, but it's like they were a weird assassin.
Well, you snipe something. They get a turn to use it.
Sniped ya.
They get a turn to use it. So, well, that's not that good of effect because they can just ram with that level 0.
Either way.
But
it's just cost 0.
Cost
so that
0
can even be a level
cards,
1.
And that card gains the following ability. You can use it on back row.
Oh, you could.
I think I just found my favorite Hatsu killer.
There you go. He specifically has to be in front row, but that does kill Hatsus.
That does kill Hatsus.
So, interesting.
That's good.
Yours?
Spell Chanting Megumin. Level 1, 5,500 power, 0 cost. At the start of your encore step, if this is in the front row, your opponent reveals the top card of his or her library. If it's a level 3 or higher character, your opponent may put it in any slot on the stage. Why would you run this card?
What the hell?
Why would you run this card?
What the hell?
Well, you can use this to set up for Megumin's...
Why would you do this at level 1, though?
You wouldn't.
What the hell?
Because it's at the beginning of your encore step, too, so there's actually no good reason to run this card.
That's so weird.
There's,
Once again, like you said, it's some of the... Well, actually, there may be something that plays into this later.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Well, it's a level 3 or higher character, so it does set up for Megumin's stock shove, but this is during the encore step, so why would you want to give them...
Well, her stock shove thing was also like level 3
level
or
3.
Level 3 or lower.
Was it level 3 or lower?
I want to say it was.
Can we go back and check?
We can go back and check it. No problem. That was the regular Megumin?
Yes.
Level 3 or lower.
Okay, level 3 or lower, so it's any. Nice.
So that works. Okay, so...
Why would you run this card?
I don't know, but there may be something later. That's so weird, though. I've never seen that kind of thing.
Well, you could use that with the darkness. No, because... Well...
I don't know.
Because there's that darkness that runs in front of characters and gets that giant-ass buff.
Anyway.
But...
Kind Lich Wiz is a 1/1 35? Okay. Climax combo. When Returning of the Soul is placed in your climax zone, you may pay the cost, which is discard 2 magic characters. If so, choose a card in your opponent's waiting room and send it to memory. Yep.
Excalibur.
When another of your characters in battle becomes reversed, choose one of your magic characters, and that character gets 2,000 power for the turn.
There's way too much of that in this. Just saying.
There's not enough. There's not enough.
And our weird reference to Soul Eater, which has nothing to do with it, is Excalibur was the only Excalibur. There was a Fate card. There's a saber that I believe
it's
the
a climax
that
combo.
you use is Excalibur.
Yeah, and when she swings, you can remove a card in your opponent's waiting room
to memory.
This just states get rid of climaxes as soon as you can.
Oh yeah.
Okay, this was Kind Witch, so.
Oh, so you have two climaxes stuck in your stock, and you're about to refresh. Cool. Let me put that climax in your waiting room into your memory.
So weird. So cool, but so weird.
And we're getting into the events.
Okay, so I want to go ahead and Return of the Soul.
Yeah.
So that is.
At which this point we've seen all of the. It's a 1K1.
It's a 1K1 salvage trigger. Okay. So that should be it for the.
Think about it though. With how much damage you throw with Megumin, you use her to pull all. You use Wiz to pull all the freaking climaxes out of your opponent's deck, and then just go, "Hey, you want 20 damage for no explainable reason? Take it."
Boom. My name is Union. This is just a simple 3K backup.
Yeah.
So.
Alright.
Okay.
No other explanation needed.
3K backup for level 2, 1 cost. That's actually pretty cool. Negotiating a long-term contract. So let's go. It's you.
It's a level 2, 8,000 power, 1 cost, 1 soul. If you have 4 or more magic characters, this gets -1 level while in your hand. Nice.
That's actually pretty good.
That's just like the darkness from earlier.
Yeah. And the drawback of this is minimal because you're going to have this.
Yes. If you have no other characters with either adventure or magic, this card does not stand during a standby phase. No, really.
This is like if they freaking wipe your field, but at the same time, as long as you have a back row,
yeah,
you've got this. I don't understand why this is even...
I don't know. With drawbacks like this becoming more common, I think back row destruction is going to make a resurgence, since it's been all the way since Kill la Kill that back row destruction was
even that, like Disgaea, like you said with Link Slayer.
Link Slayer, but...
So, okay.
That's good.
Okay. Wow.
Rookie Succubus.
Okay, I don't remember this.
You don't remember the Rookie Succubus?
Oh, no, I remember her now. Never mind. Yeah, no, I remember her.
How can you forget that scene? That is like an iconic scene of all anime.
You're not wrong. Rookie Succubus, level 2, 1 cost. When this is front attacked, you may pay the cost, which is 1 stock and discard 2 cards. Choose a character opposite this, and that character gains +6 soul for the turn.
What son? I love this deck. This set is amazing. Okay.
Well, here's the event. So, explosion magic every day.
If you are level 2 or lower and your opponent is level 1 or lower, you may discard a magic character from your hand to the waiting room. If so, put this card in your level zone and perform one of the following actions 6 times. Deal 1 damage to your opponent. I think there should be one of these for every color. Because remember...
No. They're going to do this specifically for Megamine.
I understand that, but remember last week, there was a darkness effect that had the same, put this card into your level, and you took an extra turn.
Oh,
They're going to have one of these for every color, I think.
You mean one of these extra go to the level thing. I thought you meant like a burn thing. Sorry.
So the problem is you have to do this early on, because your opponent has to be level 1 or lower. But... I mean, if you're at level 1 and they're at level 1 and you want to...
If you clock yourself to level 1 and they've almost got to level 1...
Yeah.
You do this...
Yeah, sure.
You get rid of potentially a lot of climaxes.
Yeah, that's true. And you go straight to level 2.
You go straight to level 2. Well, they potentially catch up with you.
Yeah. The problem is that in this set, they have a lot of level 2s that become level 1s. And they have some level 1s that become level 0s. You don't necessarily want to push yourself that hard. This is one of those, how many cards are in your deck? How many climaxes in your waiting room sort of situations? You do this, like push them to refresh, or maybe if they have gotten lucky and clumped their climaxes, you do this, get rid of like 4 or 5 climaxes, laugh, and then just start tossing damage.
And then, like you said, there's that. There was a Megamine that when the magic explosion every day is in your level, she gets a buff,
which gives this another use because you're not going to want to use this every game.
No. That's just crazy though.
There's a lot of weird cards in this set.
Drain Touch, level 2, 0 cost event. If you have no characters with Wiz or Kazuma in name, you cannot play this from your hand because they're the only 2 that had Drain Touch.
Yes.
You may choose one of your opponent's level 1 or lower characters and put it in the waiting room. If so, your opponent chooses up to 1 level 0 or lower character in his or her waiting room, puts it on the slot that character was on. Put this into your stock.
That's okay.
You purposely make them get rid of a character.
It's a level 2 no cost effect. So what you do is you get rid of an annoying character.
An annoying level 1 character. Doesn't state where. A level 1 or lower, so you could technically send Hatsu, but the problem is I could just summon Hatsu back.
That's true. Well, if you didn't have another one in your waiting room.
It doesn't state another one. You could choose the same one.
Okay, that's true.
So it's specifically better to get rid of level 1s.
Choose one of your opponent's level 1 or lower characters and put it in the waiting room. If so, your opponent chooses a level 1. Level 0 or lower character. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you drain them into a lower level, and it does go straight into your stock, and since this has no stock cost, it's more stock production. That is an odd effect.
It'd be funny how many of those you could play to get rid of like their whole field if you had enough.
Yeah,
and then just play shenanigans.
Well, you're also getting rid of level 1 characters while in level 2 because it's a level 2 event. But think about how many annoying level 1 characters there are with what? Cost 9? What? Destroyer Alert. Return all of your opponent's level 3 or lower characters to the library, and your opponent shuffles his or library. Put this in your clock.
Okay, what I did was when I went to this tab, Matt was still talking, and all I did was like stare and point at my screen.
It costs 9.
This is ridiculous. The dude that gets this back, this is stupid.
This is the card that you get all this stock for. This is the card.
Why?
You unsummon their entire field.
It says level 3 or.
You unsummon their entire field.
Oh.
For 9.
That's scary.
And you do put this in your clock, but you still unsummon the entire field.
That's scary.
Okay, I do remember this shorter.
That's actually really weird.
That's a really awesome, odd effect.
But this is such... Oh my god.
See, there wasn't a card in yellow that was like, this is why you need so much stock, but that is the card in the red that says, hey, you need more stock.
Yeah.
You don't have 9 yet? You need more. And it's a level 3 event, which is weird, because usually at level 3, well, that's why a lot of the Megumin and a lot of cards in this set, their costs are discard cards from hand and not stock.
Okay. Good point.
So, I mean, what you can do is play that, then set up for your Megumin combo, throw a ridiculous amount of damage, and laugh because your opponent just got all their level 3s shuffled back into their deck.
You wouldn't be able to do the whole clock shove thing like you were saying.
Yeah, but at the same time, how many people can come back from having all their level 3s shuffled back into the deck and gaining no advantage from it? Because they don't draw any more cards.
Yeah, they don't get anything. You have a very valid point there.
I mean, you have to worry about them replaying their level 3s for on-play abilities, but...
That's if they draw into them. Like you said, they go into the deck.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of cards that you get to look at the top 2 and then put one in your hand. So I've seen you go from no level 3s to play a level 3, look at the top 2 cards, laugh, play a level 3, look at the top 2 cards, laugh. I mean, I've seen you do that with a Kagi Kai.
That's not even a look. That's just straight draw.
Yeah, well, still.
Okay, so...
unsummoning your opponent's entire field is pretty badass.
I'm just going to leave Cabbage up here just for the remainder of this.
Was that the last card?
That was the last card.
Actually, that's a good card to end on.
That was a very good card to end on for that. So...
I might be able to build this mono red.
Yeah?
Well, you need the Kazuma.
You
need
Kazuma's... don't need it, but you can.
You need a Kazuma for the stock shove.
You do? Oh, you do.
You
but I mean,
need
that's
one Kazuma, and there is that good Kazuma Brainstormer that sits back row.
Yeah, so that's fine. I mean, damn.
All I gotta say is damage for days.
You're not wrong.
As if you didn't already get the joke here. Explosion! And then you pass out.
Smoke weed every day.
See, what you do is, after you do the explosion, it always gets canceled, and that's why you pass out.
Oh, yeah, good point.
And then Cabbage.
And then Cabbage. We got faith. Anywho, thank y'all for watching. This is a very wild ride.
It is.
I'm almost scared to look at the last color of this.
Well, I don't particularly care because it's aqua.
You probably won't be there for it, but I am scared to look at this. So...
I'll just be very angry if aqua trumps everything. Because the darkness cards were interesting. Super awesome. The Megumin cards, interesting. Super awesome. Yet again, I still can't be mad because this set is just so weird.
I'm about to throw this. I'm just going to have to say, Moroku, you need to look through this set and just
all day.
Try to show me salt. But you know him. He'll show me. Anyway.
Well, he'll show you salt on, like, a pepper shaker. So that's whatever.
God, dude. That's messed up. But with that being said, once again, thank y'all for watching. It is much appreciated if you were to hit that subscribe button and hit that little bell next to the subscribe button so you know that when we post up stuff, when we post up other shenanigans like this where we just... oh my god. So, this is Kool-Aid.
And this is Matt.
We'll see y'all on the flip side. Peace out for now.